good, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new manga pickups video from Barnes & Noble. Well, a manga and a comic book. Yeah. So let's talk. So we'll do the comic book last. First, let's talk about the manga volumes, which you guys have seen enough. At least you guys knew which one these two were. Tokyo Ghoul. More TG. Because you guys know how much I love TG. Love this manga. I got volume 10 featuring, don't know this guy's name. I forget his name. I think it was like, what, the son of Yamari or some shit. Because there's Yamari on the back, here on the front. And on volume 11, we have we have my boy Kanki. Stuff I had to get some shit goes down in this volume, judging from this cover. And the other two half ghouls, that are also half ghouls, yeah, on the back. Yeah, haven't read either of these volumes. I got him currently on volume 1 of SAO, or volume 2 of Progressive. I go in like an order, look like ones I want to read the most to like the least I want to read. Because I read these at school just to like, I don't read these at home because I read them at school because, you know, there's a lot of times where I got some downtime in school, so, you know, I just sitting there doing nothing. I take out my bag, my manga volume I have at that current moment, and read it. So yeah, I'm on SAO Volume 2. I just finished Kakagurui Volume 1 not so long ago. Great shit, I love that. And after that, we got 2 volumes left. So it's a while before I get to these. So yeah, you guys know how much I love Tokyo Ghoul, how much I love the manga. As well, Tokyo, I do like it more than the anime. Yes, I know which. Yeah, I do like it more than the anime. And keep in mind, I'm an anime. I started off as an anime only, then went on to the manga. And I just love what Ashida did in manga. Because remember, because starting at volume 7 is when they started actually, but volume 8 is when they like really, really when there's separation between the manga and Route 8. Let me pull out volume 8 because there's a lot I want to talk about. Because in volume 8, as you guys can tell, Ayato and Toka are on the cover. We get to really see their backstory in this. The anime teased this at points, talking about, Ayato and Toka. We saw little bits of their backstory. What we never really saw much of in the manga is elaborated a lot. Because now there's also 123 bones I want to talk about, but I'll talk about that later. I want to talk about Ayato and Toka. So I guess you can say this video contains manga spoilers, so probably don't watch this video if you haven't read the manga. If you're an anime only, I highly recommend you go check out manga. I'm not gonna start not just because it doesn't. I'm not saying the anime sucks or nothing. I love the anime, but the manga is better. I mean, my personal opinion. So if you haven't read the manga TG and you're a fan of the anime, or hell, even if you weren't a fan of the anime, I highly recommend you do give the manga a shot because it's so fucking good. Now, throughout the manga, we see Toka and Ayato. Growing. We actually see Toka Tsukiyama's first encounter. At least I'm guessing this is their first encounter. Maybe that they've already met before. I forget exactly. I'm just skimming through this real quick. Now, and we also kind of see, because you guys know, we all know that Toka always has her hair covering her right eye. It ain't just to look emo and edgy. There's an actual reason behind it because. You guys know that she doesn't because you guys remember in one of the comedy sketches around the end of the episode in Tokyo Ghoul Season 1, Toka said, "I don't like birds." And we find reading that actually she took care of a bird when she was, that bird that was injured in Season 1 that Toka kind of cared for a little bit, that we saw bits and pieces of in Season 1, I believe also Route A. We see that actually, that bird actually kind of hit her in the face, right here, which is why she covers her eyes. She probably has some scar or something that she wants to keep covered. That's why she covers her eye. So we get that, so we get an answer to that question. As well as we also definitely see a lot more of the backstory. How Toka and Ayato, grew up being ghouls when they were kids, and bits and pieces of teenager, and what they were doing while they were working, while they were working at on Teikyu, while Ayato was at on Teikyu. We see that. We saw a lot more of their father, what happened to him. We really just see, what happened between Ayato and Toka, what led him to what they became, that when we saw them in Tokyo Ghoul. So we really just get, we more or less just get, this manga volume itself was more or less just, really just focused on Ayato and Toka. Now, which was awesome to see, getting a lot more of Toka's backstory. Now, let's talk about the main thing that happens in this volume that was cut out of the anime, which I wish it was because it wouldn't have cost them that, because it wouldn't have taken that much time. 123 bones. At least, wait, is it 123? I forget how many it was. Like, hold on, let me look. Okay, here we go. 103 bones. 103. Now, you guys remember the scene in the anime where Kaneki and Ayato are going down. And Kaneki says, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know why you joined Algiri. He's like, bullshit, dude, there's no way you could know. And they never tell you what it was. Well, in the manga, it does. And the reason why Ayato joined Algiri was to protect Toka. Yeah, I know. Very interesting twist, because you guys remember in the the manga, I'm pretty sure this is also the anime. Well, when Yamari showed up and took kidnapped Kaneki, that Ayato stepped in and told Yamari to get out, bled off of Toka. Like when she was while she was trying to protect Kaneki and trying to get him out, Yamari was going at her, and Ayato stepped in and was like, okay, that's enough, let's go. Well, that's the reason. He wanted to protect Toka. That's the same reason why Kaneki went to Agiri in Route A, to become stronger, to protect his friends at on taking. Now, let's talk about 103 bones. You guys remember how in the anime of Season 1, how Kaneki at the end of the fight with Yamari, he made Yamari count back 1,000 minus 7, while he was stabbing his tentacles in different body parts of Yamari. Well, this time, after they have their little fight scene, Kaneki says to let me try to find the exact panels. Okay, what do you think is the definition of have to? Wait, hold on, let me go back a little bit more. You little as I promised. Okay. I'll just go back to where it was. This is what it says. I'm beating you half to death. What do you think the definition of half to death is? It's half to death. So I think what I have to do is perform half the act of killing. Seriously, Kaneki is so much more badass in the manga than he is in the anime of Furuya. Say the destruction of entire body is worth one death. Separating that into the upper and lower body would lead to a big description of discrepancy in damage. You can live without your lower body, but you die if your upper body was crushed. So then I thought, what about the organs? You have to consider the importance of each of them. Organs are hard to classify to begin with. Ah shit, I'm starting to spin this volume. Take the brain. Does the whole thing make one organ? Or can it be divided into the brain parts? I'm not going to try and read them. So I arrived at the bones. The human body has 206 bones. I learned that actually in Terminator 2. It's in Terminator 2, it's like there are 206 bones in the human body. That's one. Just a little knowledge. Terminator D2. Anyway, back to the reading. I'm not sure if humans and ghouls are constructed the same way, but if all of them were broken, I'm sure you die. Bones are symmetrical, so it's easy to break half of them, and so I'm going to break 103 of your bones. And I learned a lot about the human body in this chapter. I was like, whew! I didn't know there was that many bones, my hands, my legs, my chest, my everything, goddamn. Starting with your arms, the upper and forearm, then the hand. There's one. Okay, now I'm probably gonna butcher some of these body, bone, terms. So forgive me and bear with me while I keep reading. There's one humerus in the upper arm. The forearm consists of 2 bones, and they also give little counters and the panels of him breaking the bones. Check it. So let's get back to the read. The one I just broke on the side of your pinky is the eula. Like I said, I don't know how to pronounce it, so forgive me. The one on the side of your thumb is about to break is the radius. the hand is divided into the carpals, the metacarpals, and the I'm not even sure. No, I think I'm gonna. No, I think I'm gonna. The carpals consist of the body terms. I don't know how to say them. The biggest four, the triquadrum, and the okay, blah blah blah. Then it gives into like okay. I'm not gonna bother telling the journal because I want to save you guys time of me trying to pronounce these. Those 8, they're densely packed here, so I'll crush them with my feet. Grr, ah! Yeah, this is the. Why am I reading? Yeah, whatever. Let's keep going. They're dead. Okay, there are 5 in whatever body part that is, and then there's also all the like Durga. You see like different panels of like Ayato and Pain while Kanki's just crushing his bones like a boss. There are 3 parts to the polygius. Okay, using to those. Gasp! There are 14 polygus in one hand, and crushing the humerus does it for the arm. That's all 30 in the arm. Yeah, there's 30 bones in an arm. Didn't know that. And you just see Ayato in pain, which I already showed you guys. And it's next up is your leg. Counting from the femur, there are 30, just like your arm. If include the semine bones, there are 32. And then, okay, look, the scalpel and the cut is 62, 74. The blah 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 bones. You have 2 of each. Let's do all 24 of your ribs, both. The smell. Does it hurt? I think Toka was in more pain actually. 103. And just look at Kaneki. This man gives 0 fucks. Like, I thought Kaneki was alright badass in the end, but the manga Kaneki tells anime Kaneki to hold his beer. Like, that was awesome. That was just awesome. And I was like, boy, comics could do that for me. Then, whatever. So yeah, I'm loving the manga, I'm loving the changes, I'm loving the original material, what Suichi actually did with the manga, compared to how Rude is. I love Rude, don't get me wrong, but the manga's better. So yeah. I already talked about volumes 10 and 11. Again, I haven't actually even glanced at these yet. I just got shown on my shelf. Now let's get on to the comic book. Black Panther and the Crew, Volume 1. Now, as you guys know, I mentioned this in my Black Panther, which by the way, before we begin talking about, I went back and rewatched my Black Panther review, and I realized it didn't give any flaws. So, you can call this a little bit of a part 2 of my review of Black Panther. I do have flaws with Black Panther, the movie's not perfect, and that's mostly due to Killmonger. Now, Killmonger was a fantastic film, but he was not, I would have liked to see more of him because he appears in the beginning of the movie, then he kind of disappears for a while, and then when he shows back, you're like, oh, I forgot you were even in this movie. Which I'd say, yeah, Killmonger kind of disappears around the middle of the movie, but then comes back, and he's just awesome when he's in the forefront. So that's a little flaw I had with the movie, just like a little mind flaw, but still fun. I forgot to completely mention that. Yeah, and also fun fact, Wesley Snipes, the guy that plays Blade in the Blade movies from the late 90s, early 2000s, he was supposed to star in a Black Panther movie in the 90s, but it didn't end up working, so they ended up with Blade instead, which was cool. Yeah. So Black Panther Crew, I've actually started reading this a little bit. Hold on, I might bookmark it here somewhere. Yeah, I finished the first issue. I'm on the second issue of this volume. So yeah, pretty good so far. I mean, if you ask me, it doesn't really compare to TG. If I'm really legit comparing these two, TG holds on this comic. I was like, okay, I'm enjoying, but wow, okay, this is me. Me with this comic is like, okay. I'm like, okay, it's kind of cool. Where's Black Panther? Where's Luke Cage? TG, I'm like enthralled. I can't keep my eyes off this book. I'm like, I can't put it down because, TG is so fucking good. TG's so fucking good. But yeah, the reason I really picked up this book, besides maybe instead of like say his like main comic book series that's currently I guess publishing right now or writing, was mostly because of the cast. Because as you guys can tell from the cover, we have Black Panther, Misty, Storm, Luke Cage. I have no idea who the hell this is. I legit have no idea who the hell this is. I don't know if he's some mutant or some Black Panther character I should know. Like I said, I don't read that many comics, so if it's not a big name character, he's not in like a TV series or something, I don't know who it is. So yeah, mostly I picked up just because so I can take down my 3 birds with one show essentially. I get my Luke Cage, I get my Black Panther, and I get my Storm. So I get a little bit of X-Men in there as well. So yeah, you guys know how much I love Luke Cage, my favorite of the Netflix series. I know how much I love Black Panther, which is my favorite MCU, and I'm not saying it's because I'm black, even though, okay, I might be a little biased towards this movie because I'm black, but still, the movie itself was still a masterpiece of superhero cinema. It was just absolute grace. I love that movie to death. Yeah, so that's the main reason I picked this one up, was just so I get, and I've heard it's actually really good. I've checked out some reviews, it's been really good. The author is, I think this dude's African, judging from his name, because it's like Nishi. So I'm guessing this dude's African. The author of this comic, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far. Looks pretty cool, and plus it should be interesting to see Luke Cage and Black Panther were together. What I would love to see is if Blade was introduced in this, just because, then we got like the main the main big black superheroes in Marvel. Blade, Black Panther, and Luke Cage. So I would like to see maybe one of Blade makes appearance in this book, because I thought that would be kind of cool seeing Black Panther, Luke Cage, and Blade working together. Which apparently, guys, I've heard that apparently in Infinity War there's supposed to be over 40 superheroes making appearance. So maybe by some miracle that includes the Netflix guys, because I love the Netflix shows. I want them in the movies. I just want to see just a little tease, just a little something of just seeing Luke Cage in one of these movies, or Daredevil, or Iron Fist, or Jessica Jones, or somebody. I just want to see them in the movie. So hopefully they make an appearance in Infinity War, or maybe in Avengers 4. I don't know. I would love to see. So yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing in this book so far. Looks pretty cool. I'm trying to get so if any of you guys want either Black Panther comic book recommendation or Luke Cage, I guess I'm gonna say Luke Cage to that. Leave them down in the comment section below, because I'm really curious, because I want to read more Black Panther, and so just let me hold me over while I wait till June for Infinity War to drop, which it's gonna be hype seeing Black Panther there. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got. 2 manga volumes of TG, a Black Panther comic book, and that's about it, guys. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram if you like. Links in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys. Also, guys, one other thing I want to mention before I end this Manga's Pickups video is actually my good friend Eli Moore has dropped his review for Black Panther. So I'll leave a link to that video down in the description box below. Yeah, go check him out. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Like this video. Shoot, tell him I sent you. All that shit, because he makes some great shit. So yeah, also, and yeah, guys, in case you were wondering, because this part has been filmed a few days ago, as you can tell by the new shirt I'm wearing. If you're wondering what I think of this Black Panther comic, I haven't finished reading it all. I am at issue 3. A little over. Oh, I got a bookmark in here somewhere. Yeah, I'm like right here, guys. So now, overall, what I think of this book, it's pretty good, but there is one major flaw I have with this book. It is called Black Panther and the Crew. But Black Panther doesn't show up till issue 3! The first 2 issues as well just focus on Misty and Storm, which, personally, I got no problem with it, because I really like, seeing more of Misty, because I really liked her in the Luke Cage series, and it's nice seeing Storm, seeing a little bit more of her, of Storm, than, seeing some more what other side of her than just, what's in the X-Men movies. But it's called Black Panther and the Crew, so I expect, he'd be in the book a lot more often. He wouldn't just show up at the end of the 2nd issue. That's probably the biggest problem I have with this book, is that Black Panther takes forever to show up, and we still have yet to see Luke Cage. and there's about this is like has like 6 issues and everything, I believe. If I remember correctly, there's like only 6 issues of this story before it got canceled. Yeah, which kind of sucked. I was like, because I was kind of liking what I got, but then when I heard it got canceled, I was like, oh, so the ending's probably rushed. Oh well, it'll probably still be an enjoyable read. Next, so yeah, guys, I liked what I read, and also, guys, one other thing I know you're probably gonna say, like, yes, I know Black Panther. The movie is not the first time we've gotten a black superhero on the big screen. There was Steel in the '90s, which was what I've heard is shit, but I've yet to see. Of course, Blade in the late '90s, 2000s. I actually own the movies on these ancient ass DVDs. I rewatched actually a couple of Blade movies a few days ago. I love the first Blade movie. It's so fucking awesome. I love it to death. Like, seriously, I wish Disney would just take risks. Like, I hear rumors that they're gonna put Blade in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I hope they don't, because I don't want them wasting another great Marvel character that has no business being in that shit show. Now I know some of you are like, Glenn, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. gets better. It gets better. Trust me, after, like, what happened to Winter Soldier and S.H.I.E.L.D. gets disbanded, it gets better. I've heard it gets better, but I'm like, that's like 3 seasons of shit I gotta sit through. And, like, it doesn't seem that worthwhile to me to watch. Like, I haven't heard anything good about these ABC. Like, I've seen a few episodes of Agent Carter. I really like that. I haven't watched Inhumans because it just doesn't interest me. Because, like, when it was announced to be in a movie in the, like, phase 3, I was like, okay, cool. Then it was on a TV show. I was like, okay, I'm not wasting my time with that. I'm not, because ABC does not make good shows. Netflix, on the hand, makes masterpieces. And that's what Blade needs. He needs, if you're going to use Blade, give him a Netflix series. That's where you can go balls to the wall. You don't got to worry about no restrictions and get back Wesley Snipes. Please, seriously, he's so awesome in this movie. Like, the jokes he would, like, the occasional jokes he would crack, like the part at the beginning with, like, the collar fire, like, motherfucker, you lost your goddamn mind! Or he's like, like they're interrogating this cop in Blade 1. He's like, he's banging his head against, like, the trunk of the police car, telling him, like, get him out, like, where the vampire's at. He's like, go fuck yourself. And Blade's like, fuck me, no, you fuck this. Those out a big ass gun. I love the first Blade movie. Really did love the second Blade movie. I don't know really which one I like more, because I was kind of, like, working on other stuff. I was watching with more of this background noise. I was using that. Yeah, I really love the Blade movies. And if we're gonna bring back Blade, give him a Netflix series. Same thing goes with Ghost Rider. Because now some of you guys have been saying, like, oh, Glenn, they already used Ghost Rider, they wasted an age. Not necessarily, because there's been multiple Ghost Riders. The one in the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a recent one, some Hispanic dude that, rides a car. Johnny Blaze hasn't, so we can always, give him a Netflix series, maybe bring back Nicolas Cage and just let him go ham. I said that'd be pretty entertaining to watch. That's me. And also, just get back Blade, give him a Netflix series, get back Wesley Snipes. I would love if they can finally find some way to retroactively fix these movies into the MCU, because I don't think it would be that hard since they all take place way before the MCU was even a thing. I think the only way they would have trouble with working with is, Captain Marvel, but that could be fixed. And with Infinity War, it wouldn't be that hard if you fuck around the Infinity Stones, probably. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Just kind of wanted to throw this little pot in, kind of like, telling you guys, hey, go check out my good friend Emmanuel. Check out his video on Black Panther. Leave a link to that in the description box below. I'll also leave a link to my review of Black Panther in the description box below, in case you want to see that movie, or in case you want to see my review, in case you haven't already seen it. So leave a link to that and that review. So yeah, guys, that's all I gotta say. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter for the links in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.